first of all, on Wednesday evenings this summer, we are here over in the Holy Ground Cafe. And one of the things that we want to do, and it just worked out real well this last Wednesday, is to have a transition between the meal and the Bible study. And just felt the leading of the Lord to have different men in our fellowship read through the Psalms. This last Wednesday, if you were here, or if you weren't here, I'll let you know, Dustin started off with Psalm 1. And then next Wednesday, Ed Hensel, one of the elders, will do Psalm 2. And then we'll just go through the Psalms like that. And it's very simple. It's reading of the Psalm. They'll have it on the screen for the congregation, and then just begin the service in prayer. And I notice, praying out loud is a tough thing for some men. I know reading out loud is a tough thing for some men. But this might, I believe the Lord wants to give you opportunity to step up in faith.
Amen.
Sometimes it's good to do things that are not comfortable.
Yes.
And because it causes us to depend on the enabling of the Holy Spirit. And look, we're not just reading a book. We're not just greeting everybody. We're actually, calling people into an attitude of worship. So with that being said, I'm going to be coming and asking you guys. And you can say no to me. It's not like you have to. If you don't, you'll burn in hell. But you might be assigned nursery duty. So no. I want you to think about it. You can say, "Will you let me think about it?" Or before you say no. I just want you, because some of you, not all of you. But some of you, it's good to step out in faith. It's good to step out and do something that's not just natural for you. And so that's one thing. The other thing is that we're in a great need of ushers, more ushers. Rich Warwick is leading the teams on Sunday morning, and we also have need of ushers on Wednesday evening. And that's also an area that maybe you need to consider, because we're going to be coming around asking you guys. Because we need men to step up, and there's just several reasons for this. One, it is ushers are there to serve the congregation, and there's just different ways to do that, and the guys can tell you more detail. But the other thing is security. In the day in which we live, we need guys who are patrolling the parking lot. We need guys who are actually standing by the classrooms. We need guys who are able to help in case something happens within the service itself. And God calls men to do this. God calls men to do this. He didn't say if you're a young man or an old man. He didn't say if you've been saved 10 years or 1 year. He's calling men into service. Again, some of this is not natural. This is maybe a step of faith for you. But we need you. I'm just telling you, we need you to step up in faith. We need more men to help us in this. Again, on Wednesday night, we're here. On Wednesday evening, we need ushers in here, but also I've asked Rich to make sure that we have an usher next door, because we have 2 children's classes going on, and I don't want them in that building alone. And it's just not practical over here for them. And so we need men, and we need men to step up. The last thing I want to mention to you is that, first of all, next Sunday is Father's Day, and I want you to be thinking about, of course, we want you to be here, but also, your friends, your co-workers, sons, nephews, but we have, for every man next Sunday, 199 favorite Bible verses for men. And I just think this is going to be a great gift, and pleased to do this. We honor men, we love you guys, and believe that the Lord has a very specific calling on each of your lives. So this is next Sunday as we celebrate Father's Day. This Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock in the Holy Ground Cafe, Paul is hosting a volunteer meeting. It's just from 7 to 8. We'll have some desserts and we'll have coffee. And there's just a couple of things that we need to talk about. The primary thing we're going to be talking about is that we're sensing and just feeling a lead to look into the possibility of 2 services this fall. There's several reasons for that. But the primary motivation of my heart is that I think there's enough data that tells us that when you add a service, you are almost doubling your opportunity to reach people. And so, but I'm going to tell you again, this is not something that I can do on my own. This is not something that, I told Paul this yesterday, it's not what I'm wanting to add another service to our calendar. We need men and we'll need women to step up, because you have to duplicate everything. And some of you are maybe thinking, why are we doing that? We're not overflowing. But I just want you to consider that. Just consider that. We can't do it if you don't do it with us. But we think this might be an opportunity. And I just think there's an opportunity to reach more people. And I think we need to do it. We need to do it with a sense of urgency. And I don't need to go into that because you guys know the day in which we live. So we'll be talking about and also looking forward to our Family Day. We are the host church for Calvary Family Day, Saturday, October 13th. That is, at least 8 Calvary Chapels will be here, probably more because we're bringing in Pastor David Gudzik from Calvary Chapel Inverness. And he is the teacher that day, and then he's staying over and ministering in our service on Sunday. And so we want to just start, just a little bit trying to get organized and ready for that and what that entails. So come on out Tuesday night. And just start asking the Lord. Let's make this a matter of prayer. Nothing's written in stone. This is my heart. This is what I think we need to do. But I want you to be praying with me about it, and also prayerfully consider asking, Lord, do you want me to read one of the Psalms, or Lord, do you want me to be an usher? And I know some of you may not ask because you may know the answer already. Yes. So, all right, guys. So, Rich, come on up.